Welcome to the Roulette Master TV, where we go back in time to reveal unbelievable roulette systems of the past. Today's system, one of my subscribers says, is the best ever, and I can't wait to share with you why he thinks that. Let's get started, and I think you're going to love it. This is the Roulette Master, and I'm so excited for today's video because one of my subscribers, Silent Tiger, said he has the best roulette system ever. And not only is it the best, but he says it's also the answer to 9th Street Roulette, which I know we've been working on for a while. This is going to be incredible. And he said he wants his new system to go up against the best. So we're going to put it up against the system that won the bracket challenge, Randall system, which we're going to start with first. Each of these systems is going to get 15 minutes of playtime. Let's see which one wins. This is going to be awesome. And we're going to start with a $10 bet on second, 12, and second column. And let's go ahead and spin. And we're going to have some jackpot numbers. And I'll show you how to play this great system. That's a 00 to start. So we go up a unit when we lose. So let's go ahead and do that. Now we're at 20 each, 40 total. And we're down $20. And here we go. That's a 5 red, and that's a $20 win. So you can see we're back to where we started. So let's reset the bets back to 10 each, and now let's start making some profit. Here we go. Let's see what we get here. That's a 21 red, so now we're up, and we're up $10, and you can see there we're up 10. So let's spin again, and again, there's some great jackpot numbers with this if you hit the second dozen and the second column at the same time. And but we'll take these $10 wins. All you have to do to get a $10 win, and you can see we're up 20, is you have to hit one of the two, and then if you hit them both at the same time, it's fantastic. All right, that's a 9 red. That's a loss, so we go up another unit. Okay, so we'll be at 20 each, 40 total now. And here we go. Let's see what we get here. That's an 18 red. Anytime you hit the second dozen, it's good. That's another win there. And you can see we're up 20. Let's go back to where we started at 10 each. All right, here we go. Reset whenever you have a chance. If you're close to session profit, always reset back to 10 each. And that's a loss. Let's go up another unit. Okay, now we're at 20 each, 40 total. And here we go. That's a 1 red. And we lost, so we just go up another unit. Real easy to remember. If you lose, you go up a unit, and these are $10 units. So here we go. Let's see what we get here. That's a 1 red. Another loss, so let's go up another unit. And spin. And I think this one will come back and do fantastic, but I cannot wait for Silent Tiger's new system. He says it's testing unbelievable. And we lost again there. But the cool thing about Randall's system here, and we're at 50 each, 100 total now, is that you don't have to get a ton of wins to get back, because you can also get a jackpot number. And that's a 7 red. And we lost again. So that's a bunch of losses in a row. And you can see all of a sudden now we're minus 280. But if we hit one of those jackpot numbers, it's going to be really good. That's a 35. We finally got another win again. We'll take it. And we're going to stay right where we're at because we're not in session profit. So we're just going to rebet. And what we can do here is get a bunch of wins. And all we have to do is get one of the two to win, or we get the jackpot. And that's another win there. So we'll take it. We're at minus 160, though. We started out really rough. The best thing that can happen is, say you get a bunch of wins like this, where you crawl back in, and then all of a sudden you hit a jackpot. And let's see if that happens. But there's another win. We're minus 100. And let's go ahead and spin. Again, all you have to do to win is hit one of the two. And that's a 28 black. We lost there, though, so it's time to go up another unit. Now we'll go from 60 to 70 and spin. And when we did the bracket challenge on this one, a lot of times this one started out down, but it came back and usually did unbelievable at the end. So we lost again there. Let's increase again. Now we're at 80 each, 160 total, and then we'll check our balance after this. Here we go. That's a good one. That's a jackpot. It's our first jackpot. That's a $320 win. You can see, though, we are not in session profit, so we're going to rebet and spin, but it did get us almost back to where we need to be. That's a 9 red. Okay, that's a loss, so we're going to go up another unit. So now we're at 90 each, 180 total. And let's see if we can get some wins here. All we have to do is get one of these one of the second dozen or one of the second column. That's a nice $90 win. We're minus 110, and we're doing just fine. We'll go over bankroll here in a minute, and but we have plenty, and that's a 5. That would have been nice to get the 17 there, but we'll take that $90 win. We're minus 20. We're only going to need one more win to get back ahead. When I was talking about the bracket challenge and this coming back so many times, you'll see that this will come back, and all of a sudden now we're in session profit. We're up 70. We go back to 10 each. All right, so that was a really nice comeback, and here we go. That's a 10 black. That's a loss. Let's go up another unit. Okay, we'll go from 10 to 20 and spin. And here we go. We're 5 minutes in out of 15 with Randall's system that won the bracket challenge. And then the new system from Silent Tiger coming up. I can't wait. We're up 70 now. We're going to rebet and spin. We're not in session profit. And here we go. That's a 3 red. I think that's a loss. So we go up another unit. Let's do that. Okay, now we're at 30 each, 60 total. And let's see what we get here. And that's another loss, 1 red. So let's go up another unit. Okay, and now we're at 40 each, 80 total. I'd love to see a 17 or a 20. Let's go over what those jackpot numbers are here in a second. And the 00 is definitely not one of them. So let's go ahead and we will increase again. And we're at minus 110. But we still have plenty of time to get back ahead. And here we go. That's a good one, 24 black. We'll take a $50 win. We're minus 60. Let's go ahead and spin. Here we go. That's a 26 black. Another $50 win. We'll take it. Let's rebet and spin. See if we can get a jackpot or continue to get one of the two to win. And that's a 34 red. I believe that's a loss, and it is. So let's go up another unit. Now we're all of a sudden we're back down again, as you can see there. But let's go ahead and spin. We got plenty of time left to get ahead and cash out. There we go. That's a 23 red, and that is a jackpot. It's a $240 win. Now, all of a sudden, we're up $130. So that's incredible. Let's go back to 10 each. And here we go. That was a fantastic comeback again. And I'm telling you, every time we tested this one in the bracket challenge, sometimes it started out bad, but it always finished strong. And that's a win there. We're up $140 now. And we're at base level 10 each. Anytime you get a chance to go back to base level, go ahead. And there's another jackpot, 17 black. All right, that's a $40 win. Now we're up $180. So you can see how quickly that turned around. And we're 7.5 minutes in out of 15. And another 00. My goodness. Okay, so we'll go up a unit, but it's just like any other loss. We just go up a unit. Instead of 10, we go to 20, and let's spin. Okay, that's a 3 red, and that's a loss. So we will go up another unit. Okay, now we're at 30 each, 60 total. And here we go. That's a 30 red. And that's another loss. Let's go ahead and increase by another unit. Okay, now we're at 40 each, 80 total, and let's spin. That's a 34 red. Another loss. Let's go up another unit. And you can see this one goes up and down a little bit. We're back at 50 each, 100 total, and we need a win to get back ahead. That's an 8 black. We'll take a $50 win there. It gets us back in profit. But let's just rebet and spin because we're not in session profit. And that means the highest amount of profit that we've had so far. And that's a 25 red. That's another loss. So let's go up a unit. Okay, now we're at 60 each, 120 total. We can either get a bunch of 1 out of 2 wins, just like that one, or we can get a jackpot. We'll take that one there. And we need one more to get back in profit, and then let's start getting back to where we were at session profit again. All right, that's a good one, 18 black. Anytime you hit second dozen, you know that you won, and we're back in profit. Let's keep it building. All right, here we go. Tried to hit the 00 there, didn't it? But either way, that's a loss, so Let's go ahead and go up another unit. And you can see temporarily we've dipped back down again. But that's okay. We'll get some wins and jump right back on top again. That's a good one, 23 red. That's a jackpot. $280 win. Now we're up $210. That is awesome. Okay, what a great comeback that was there. And let's keep adding profit. Here we go. That's a 3 red. Okay, that's a loss. Let's go ahead and increase by a unit. Let's go ahead and spin and see what we get here. That's a 22 black. Okay, that's a win, and we're up $210. Let's go back to 10 each and spin. Reset whenever you can, and here we go. That's an 8 black. That's another win. All right, so we're up 220 now. And keep track of that session profit level. We're 10.5 minutes in out of 15. And that's a 27 red. I believe that's a loss, and it is. So we'll go from 10 to 20 and spin. Again, we're just going up 1 unit on losses. Ooh, that's a win, but we almost hit the 0 there, didn't we? All right, so that's a win. We're up 220. Let's go back to 10 each and spin. See if we can get some more wins right here. That's a good one right there, 35 black. All right, so we're up 230. Let's spin again, and here we go. 11 minutes in now. That's a 6 black. That's a loss. So let's go up a unit. 10 to 20, 40 total, and let's spin. That's a 23. That's a good one, guys. That's another jackpot. It's an $80 win. Now we're up 290. So that's awesome. If you get the 14, 17, 20, or 23, you are golden. And here we go. That's the cool thing about this one. If you play 2 dozens, you don't have the jackpot potential. And we just hit another jackpot. $40 there, and now we're at 330. So that is just incredible. Now we're back to base level, 10 each, and let's spin. 3 minutes left. That's another loss, 27 red. Okay, let's go ahead and go up a unit. Now we're at 20 each, 40 total, and let's spin. That's a 5 red. That's a win. All right, we're up 330. Let's go back to 10 each. All right, here we go. This is Randall's system that won the bracket challenge. And that's a loss there on 1 red. So let's go up a unit. And again, Silent Tiger wanted his new amazing roulette system to go up against the best. So this is the one that won the bracket challenge. And doing well again today. That's a win. We're up $330. We'll go back to 10 each. And here we go. Let's close this out strong. That's a 36 red, and that's a loss. So let's go ahead and add a unit. And spin. Here we go. That's a 19 red. Anytime it's second dozen, you know it's good. So that's a $20 win. We're at 330. Let's go back to 10 each and spin. Here we go. That's a 4 black. Loss, so let's go up a unit. All right, now we're at 20 each, 40 total. And let's see what we get here. That's a 30 red. That's a loss, so let's go up a unit. Okay, now we're at 30 each, 60 total. That's a good win, 35 black. All right, we're at 300, not in session profit. So we're going to rebet and spin at 30 each, 60 total. We tried to hit the 17, but we'll take the 22. It's a good $30 win. We're up 330, so we can go back to 10 each and spin. Anytime you get near session profit, reset. And that's a 7 red. Okay, that's a loss. So let's go up a unit. You can see when you do drop back to the base level and you lose, that saves you some money. So here we go. That's another loss, 36 red. So if we hadn't dropped back with the bets, we would have lost a lot more there. Let's go up another unit. Now we're at 30 each, 60 total, and let's close this out here. That's a 25 red. Another loss. Okay, so all of a sudden now we're only up to 10. Let's go up another unit. Be nice to finish with another jackpot number. Let's see if we can get one. That's a 22. At least that's a win. We'll take that. Okay, we're up 250. Let's rebet and spin. And this will be our last spin. We're right at the 15-minute mark. And that's a 12 red. And we lost. So Randall system that won the bracket challenge dropped back from about $300 profit back to $170 profit, but still really good. And hope you enjoyed that system for the last 15 minutes. But now it is time for the new roulette system of the day from Silent Tiger. He said he has solved the problem with the 9-straight roulette, and this is the best roulette system. I can't wait to share it with you. So let's jump right in and get started. Here we go. All right, the time is finally here for the incredible new system from Silent Tiger. This is the answer to 9-straight roulette, and I can't wait to share it with you. We're actually going to have two more numbers than 9-straight roulette. We're going to start with a bet of $5 on 000. And then he picks the numbers based on where they are in relation to the 000. So I'm going to share with you here in a second how it's easy to remember those. And now that you see them all out there, you notice that all the streets that are not covered equal the number 4. 3 plus 1, 2 plus 2, and 4. So the 4 street, the 22, and the 31 are not covered. That's a $50 total bet. And let's go ahead and spin. And I can't wait to share with you how Silent Tiger's been winning with this. And that's a 1 red. All right, good start. We're up $10. All right, let's go ahead and rebet and spin. Here we go. That's a 35 black. Okay, another win. So now we're up 20. Let's go ahead and spin again here. And that's a 00. So it's nice we bet on the 00. And that's a jackpot number because there's only 2 in that instead of the normal streets. So now all of a sudden we're up $60. That's awesome. So we're still at the base level of $50 bet. And it's nice winning a little extra when you hit the zeros. And no way, that is unbelievable. Back-to-back double zeros. All right, we're already up $100. Let's rebet and spin. And Silent Tiger based this whole system on around the zeros, and we almost hit 00 again there, and to cover the 000. So that's a $10 win. We're up $110. Let's go ahead and spin. Here we go. Okay, tried to hit 00 again. That's a 10 black. We'll take the win there. We're up $120. Let's rebet and spin. Here we go. Okay, that's a 24 black. And we lost that one. So when we lose, we're going to start by going up a unit from 5 to 10. Just like that. Then we're going to go up another unit from 10 to 15. Whoops, let me fix that one there. Okay, now we're at 150 total bet. Let's go ahead and spin. And here we go. That's a 16 red. Okay, we got the win. So we're going to back it up $50. We're up 100. So we're going to go from a $150 bet to a $100 bet. Okay, let's go ahead and spin. And that's 1 unit on each of those that got taken off. That's a 14 red. Okay, we won again. So now we're up $120. We're going to go back another unit. So we're going to go from 100 back to 50. Okay, so there we go. Let's go ahead and spin. And let's see what we get here. That's a 7 red. That's another win. And we're going to get a lot of wins with 29 numbers. We're up $130 so far. And here we go. By adding those 2 extra numbers, the 000, it definitely protects you a lot, especially since those are usually the catastrophic numbers when you're playing 9-straight roulette. And that's what Silent Tiger says too. And we're up 140. And he says that the zeros hit more than the other numbers. And when it gets close to the zeros, he's picked a lot of numbers that are right by the zeros so that you get the win if you almost hit 0 as well. And we're up 150. Let's rebet and spin. So anytime it's near the zeros, you got a good chance of winning. That's an 8 black. That's another win, and we're up 160.
No more bet.
Let's rebet and spin. Here we go. That's a 16 red. Another win, so we're up $170. So you can really get excited about it trying to hit zeros, because if it hits the zero, you're good, and if it hits close to the zero, you're pretty good. So that's a 30 red. All right, that's a $10 win. We're up 180.
No more bet.
All right, here we go. That's a 4 black. We lost that one. So now we're going to go up 2 units again, but we're going to do it one at a time again. 5 to 10 first. Just like that. And then we're going to add the second one in, 10 to 15. Going up 2 units. There we go. Okay, now we're back at 150 total bet. And here we go. That's a 15 black. That's a win. So you can see we're up 160. We're going to go back $50 from 150 to 100. Okay, let's go ahead and spin. And the 2 extra numbers going from 27 to 29 does give you a much better chance of hitting. And that's a 20 there. That's a good win. We're up 180, and we're going to go back $50. So we're going to go from 100 back to 50. And every time we do that, that $50, that's taking $5 back on each one of these bets. That's a 32 red. And we lost. So we're going to go up 2 units again. So we'll go 1 first. Just like that. Then we'll go up 2 from 10 to 15. Okay, we're at 150 total now, and the reason I add them separately like that is so that you can peel them off $50 at a time. And that's an 11 black. That's a win, and we're up 160. We're going to go back from 150 to 100. So back a unit. We're going up 2, back 1, but with 2 extra numbers, and anytime you get near the zeros, you're golden. All right, that's a $20 win. We're up 180. So now we're going to drop from 100 back to 50. And again, that takes $5 off each streak when you do that. Let's go ahead and spin. That's a 12 red. Another win. We'll take it. We're up 190. And again, you're going to get a lot of wins with 29 numbers. And this could be a really good, let's see what we get here. That's a 23. So that's a loss there. And let's go ahead and go up 2 units again. 5 to 10 first. Lost my train of thought there for a second, guys. All right, here we go. All right, now we're going from 10 to 15. Again, I put them on there one at a time so that I can peel them off one at a time. And we're at 150 total now. And here we go. That's a 29 black. That's a win. So we're up 170. So we're going to go from 150 back to 100. And again, that's taking $5 off each one of those bets. So that's the unit size. And that's a 34 red. All right, that's a good win. We're up 190. And we're going to drop back from 100 to 50.
No more bet.
Here we go. And Silent Tiger, so far, this is doing great. Let's see if this continues. That's a 7 red. All right, that's a win. We're up 200.
No more bet.
I might be using this one in Las Vegas, Silent Tiger, here the first week of December, and that's a 9 red. Anytime you get near those zeros, you got a good chance of winning. We're up 210.
No more bet.
Let's rebet and spin. Here we go. That's a 14 red. Again, we got near the zero again, so that's good. We're up 220.
No more bet.
Let's chase those zeros. Here we go. And those are jackpots, those zeros. That's a 29 black. That's another win. We're up 230.
No more bet.
And let's see if we can hit another zero on this session. That's a 19 red. But we still got the win there. That was a good one. We're up 240. Again, you're going to get lots of wins with 29 numbers. Adding those 2 extra numbers definitely helps. And that's an 18 red. That's a win. We're up 250.
No more bet.
And so far so good, but we're 8.5 minutes in out of 15. Let's see if this continues. That's a 20 black. That's a win. We're up 260.
No more bet.
All right, here we go. Again, the 3 streets we do not cover add up to 4. And there we go. There's a jackpot on the 0. Nice. That's a $40 win. Now we're up $300. And let's go ahead and spin again here. That was awesome. I love winning on the zeros. And that's a 26 black. Again, we got pretty close to the zeros there, so we're good. We're up 310.
No more bet.
And let's spin, and here we go. That's a 29 black. Okay, that's a 10, and we're up 320.
No
And
more bet.
Silent Tiger says, too, when you have a live deal or they try to hit the zeros, and that makes it even better for you. And that's a 22, so we know that's not good because 2 and 2 add up to 4. And that's one of the streets we didn't pick. So we're going to go up 2 units. There's 1 first. Here we go. We fixed that one. Now let's add the second one in. We're going up 2 when we lose, back 1 when we win. But this one has 2 extra numbers and 2 jackpot numbers.
No more bet.
We're at 150 total bet now, and let's spin. We're 10 minutes in. Okay, it almost hit the 0 there, or the double 0 there, so we know we won that one. And we're up $300 again. Let's rebet and spin. Oh, actually, we got to go back from 150 to 100. So let's not forget to do that. We go back a unit. And here we go. That's a 31, and we know that's not good because 3 plus 1 equals 4, right? So let's go ahead and we will add a unit to each. I mean 2 units to each, but 1 at a time. Here we go. Okay, there's 1. So we're going to end up with 20 on each after this. Okay, now we're at $200 total bet. So up 2 units when you lose, and that's an 11 black. Okay, that's a good one. Okay, we're at up 240. We're going to go from 200 back to 150.
No more bet.
And spin. Here we go. That's a 17 black. I think that's a good one. Yes, it is. And we're up 270. We're going to go from 150 back to 100 now.
No more bet.
And spin. It takes $5 off each of the bets. And that's a 17. That's another good one. I like the number 17 and the 20. And we're up 290. We'll go from 100 back to 50. So we're working our way back down now. And it's easier to work your way back down with 29 numbers. And man, we almost hit the 0 there. But since we were close, we know we got the win. And now we're up 300. Let's rebet and spin at $50 base level. And we're 11 minutes and 40 seconds in out of 15 right now, doing fantastic. And there's another win. So we're up $310.
No more bet.
Let's rebet and spin again here. Ooh, we almost hit the double 0 there, but again, that means we won if we get close. And we're up 320.
No more bet.
This is doing just fantastic. Adding the 2 extra numbers and betting on the numbers near the 000. Okay, that's a $10 win. We're up 330.
No more bet.
I'm liking 29. I don't think I've ever played 29 numbers, but I'm liking 29 numbers today, and that's a 17. And we're up 340. Let's go ahead and rebet and spin. Here we go. Again, this is a $2,000 bankroll system, same as the first one. That's an 11 black and another $10 win. We're up 350. So you know what that means, right? If it's a $2,000 bankroll system and you want to use a smaller bankroll, you just divide everything by 5. So if you start with dollar units instead of $5 units, you would want a $400 bankroll. So anyone can play this, so you can just reduce it to what you're comfortable with. And let's go up 2 units after that loss. So we're going to go from 5 to 10 first. Again, I do them 1 at a time so I can peel them back off 1 at a time. And that's because we're going 2 up, 1 down. And now we're at 150 total bet. Let's go ahead and spin. Ooh, 25 red there. That's a good one. And we're at 330. We're going to back up from 150 to 100 and spin. Minute and a half left with this one. That's a 32 red. That's a loss. So we're going to go up 2 units. We'll go up from 10 to 15 first. And then we'll go from 15 to 20. Okay, we're at $200 total bet. 1 minute left. That's a 28 black. That's a win. So we're up 270. We're going to back up from 200 to 150 and spend that. Again, that takes $5 off each bet each time that you win. And that's a 35 black. That's a win, and that gets us to $300 profit. So we go from 150 back to 100. Again, each time taking $5 off each bet. All right, 0-0. What a way to finish. That's an $80 win, and we're up $380, and time is just now expiring. So what a fantastic system from Silent Tiger. He's covering the zeros, everything around the zeros, and increasing the numbers from 27 to 29. 2 up, 1 down progression, $2,000 bankroll. You can do it with dollar units and a $400 bankroll as well. And hope you really enjoyed this. This is definitely the winner today. Congratulations, Silent Tiger. And Randall, thank you as well for your incredible system. They both made a lot of money today. And hope you guys are enjoying the channel. If you are, please like, share, and subscribe. And let's keep growing this great community of people that love roulette. I pick a new system every single day. So if you want to send one in like Silent Tiger just did, send it to roulettemaster.c@gmail.com. That's roulettemaster.c@gmail.com. And I would love to test one of your systems. Man, look forward to it every single day. This is the Roulette Master, and have a great day, everybody.